Every time he gets a world record, he adds a new one.
Shoot down attempts are likely, so keep your distance.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay focused. Watch your sectors.
There's the communications outpost.
Reading a distress beacon.
Could be the missing troopers. Let's check it out. Put us down on the bluff.
102's hype though. That's really good for a reset. I was not expecting to get a 102 on that run where I lost a minute and a half on LOS.
Let's go, 6. All right, noble team.
We're within striking distance, I feel like.
Distress beacon's coming from just south of you, Commander. We're close.
Roger that. Eyes peeled. We found the beacon.
Noble leader, I'm seeing heat sigs in the structure ahead.
Negative, but it's military.
So where are the troopers?
I really need to get that WC time save, yeah. Yeah, that intro sucks. 46 seconds of sitting in a Falcon. Actually tragic.
Negative. Thermal's clean. Boss, I see movement outside your structure.
Noble 2, move up to the west. We're about to be flanked. Damn it! Contact! Contact! Spartans, assist!
Noble leader, enemy dropships inbound.
They're headed into the basement. Move down to the lower level.
Falcon, moving to assist.
They got me zeroed!
WC in general is just kind of a weird level. There's a command in the Discord, and a common thing that people say is when people want to learn Halo Reach, do not start with WC. It is not representative of the rest of the game, and it is way harder and more complicated than anything else in the game. If you start with WC, you will not finish learning the run. Because it's like such a problem. People will start with WC and then like give up and never finish learning the run. Think about it. That's probably what I should theme my my WC video around. Because it really isn't representative of what the rest of the run is like. There's like some tricks that are similar, but most of the run is like movement and combat. WC's got this crazy technical trick right at the start, and it's super RNG heavy. That is very Halo Reach, the RNG. But, you know.
Boss, I'm showing more activity to the east.
Not the other aspects. I'm dressed like Seclusive, man. I need to change my skin back. Someone remind me after I finish this run to change my Spartan back. Bum, 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 bum.
Roger that. Clear. Commander, I'm seeing more hostile activity to the northeast.
Flash them out. I've got you covered.
Slow. WC is actually like a pretty big time save for me. get it there, but what's up, Calm Day with? How you doing, dude?
Push back the
It's going well.
sword base. Find out what
We're on our first runs since all the practice.
Spartans, hostiles north.
So far, so good. My very first package attempt, I golded by like almost 30 seconds.
You've got enemy contact, Spartans.
That was pretty huge.
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever.
That's my DMC3 runs. Probably back to running DMC in like January. Because it depends on how long it takes me to get my goals in this game, but
To the east, I'll brief you as you go.
I'm gonna do the trilogy relay and another demon pre in March, so
That should bring us back online with
around that time I'll be playing Filmmaker again.
anti-air battery that will help clear the skies.
Glad you enjoy them. There's plenty to watch on the archive channel if you haven't seen them all. I find it unlikely that you've seen all of them, but like it's possible. I think I've known people who have watched like all of my runs of certain games. You've seen them all? Yeah, there are some people that have seen them all. You might be one of them.
Nice work, Spartans. Head to Farragut Station and get that comms array up and running.
We'll get more for you. I promise I'm not gonna be done with it forever. Still lots to do, especially in DMC3. A little bit more close to being complete with DMC1, but there's still a lot to be done in DMC3.
Noble, be advised. Covenant Corvette moving into position. Cat, 6. Get here quick. We'll meet you inside.
We're stalled in the tower atrium. Cat, where are you?
Good work, Spartans. Return to Sword Base. The rest of your team is inbound, imminent.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential in DMC3 for sure. No, what do you mean I didn't get Hunter Skip? Fuck, that would have been so fast. Okay, that's fine. Still really fast. Dude, that would have been so fast though. That would have been like sub 3 button press. That's why I learned the wiggle flip over, because like you can go really fast. I guess I didn't break my wing enough. I just stood on that grunt's head. That was sick. Are you kidding me?
Depend on it.
Did I kill both of the... No. That is unfortunate. Oh, that sucks. Swap tech. Fuck. What do you mean? How did Emil miss that? Kill him! Please. It's bad. This is bad, Oni.
team
That fight was really bad.
ready to push. Orbital defense is standing by to take the shot.
Especially for challenge runs. I want to do segmented all SS runs for every style
Recon Bravo. The sector ahead is dark zone.
on DMD.
Surveillance.
Think that'd be sick.
So it would seem. And command wants to know if they're hiding.
Elite is yours. Do it quiet. Recon Bravo to Noble 2. Stand by for contact report.
Standing by to copy, over.
We have eyes on multiple hostiles patrolling the settlement. Is what we're looking for, Captain?
Negative. Too small. You're not in the dark zone yet. Engage at your own discretion, but keep moving.
Already engaged.
Oh, that was bad. They're fun. The other styles are fun. I enjoy playing with them. I did those Swordmaster speedruns, so I should definitely do more of those too.
Security sidearm, stand with the shoe. Noble 2, we're at some sort of pump station. Got eyes on civilians. I'm thinking more local militia. Engage hostiles.
Move to assist. They may have intel we need.
Like I said, probably in like January or February we'll get around to it. Just depends on how long it takes me to get the times I want in this game. I'm definitely gonna go back to Devil May Cry before I move to another Halo game. But I really want to get world record in this game in Easy and Ledge.
Hold up. Copy dropship. Take cover. Okay, clear. Let's move.
Yeah, I need to do more like that, honestly, Thane. Shit's fun.
Covenant structure. Kind of a big pylon. Heavily fortified.
That's the source of our dark zone.
I've been having a much more meticulous thought process for how I play and practice.
Stick a remote to
And it allows me to fit a lot more stuff in, I feel like.
They say that pylon dies at
Because it takes me less time to get the times that I want in the actual speedruns.
Covering fire.
No! Forklift, please! Thank you.
Copy.
I am not forklift certified this run.
Codes to you now.
So like instead of just grinding out attempts over and over and over again, I've been spending a lot more time just practicing ILs. So that way I spend less time speedrunning overall. Because it makes way more sense to spend 20 hours on one level, right? Than to spend 20 hours just resetting. You make way more progress that way. And then I get the PBs I want faster, and that leaves me more time to run like different categories and stuff. RE speedruns again? I'm never gonna play RE again. I don't like those games at all. They are not fun.
Cat 6, what's your status?
Nice, fast pelican.
Cat, be advised. Oni has ID'd 2 hostile anti-aircraft guns southwest of your location.
Resident Evil speedruns are like the speed walking of speedrunning, if that makes sense. Like,
Commander, I'm going to set up a forward
AA
observation
gun should
post
be in
here.
visual range.
like it's a not really competitive kind of meme in speedrunning, if you ask me. It's like speedrunning a visual novel.
Control 2 Lima 4, permission to commence bombing run. Heading 224.6, over.
6, Pelican inbound with a portable bridge. Once it's in place, head over to the southwest side.
Good work, Noble 6.
From a side hustle?
UNSC
Job?
support.
This is my job.
Copy.
Looking at it.
224, bombing run, heading 224.6, permission granted, out.
Bridge in position, 6. Keep moving toward those spires.
Noble 6.
Dark Souls-like games are good runs. Definitely better than Resident Evil. I personally just don't like Souls,
Troopers on
so it's not really for me. But there's definitely some skill involved there. God, I keep getting out too early there. Much more skill involved in a Souls run than a Resident Evil run, that's for sure.
Friendly forces near the Covenant outpost have sighted a high-value target. An elite zealot, in fact.
A zealot? We're onto something big, Commander.
Eyes on the prize, Noble. Take out that zealot if you get the chance. But keep moving.
No shame to people who speedrun Resident Evil, of course. Like, everyone should just do what they find fun, but to me, it's just like really boring and
Covenant AA gun ahead of your location.
not a very good vessel for competition.
Neutralize that gun by any means necessary.
It's not very mechanically dense. Super RNG heavy.
Phantom spot. Whoa, that's in.
The other elite die. Yeah, he did. Tragic.
Well done, 6. Only needs up close recon on those.
I don't think I splattered him. I think the Falcon just killed him.
George has a falcon inbound your
My
position.
channel was founded on RE, but are people just not allowed to grow? People's tastes change.
I'll call out targets as we go.
I like the community aspect, and I like competition, and Resident Evil has lots of both of those because lots of people do them. I never particularly liked the mechanical part of Resident Evil speedrunning. So like when I switched to running other games, I found them a lot more enjoyable. The ones that are more mechanically interesting. So I stopped playing Resident Evil and kept playing those other games. Crazy, I know. Well, it's just like more skill based. Like there's more things that matter that are actually have skill elements to them. Like the game probably with the highest skill ceiling in Resident Evil is OG RE4, but you hit the skill ceiling pretty fucking fast, and the rest of the run just becomes menuing.
Latest intel suggests these spires may be projecting electromagnetic cloaking shields.
Prize you want, pilot. You've got to know what's in there. Affirmative, sir. Here we go. Some hostiles all over the place. Got eyes on the spire. Looks like a staging area.
It's the most competitive speedrun. I don't know, probably something like Super Mario Bros. Or something.
Laying down heavy fire.
For me, it's like, in order for it to be a really good speedrun that I'm gonna like, it needs to have a couple of different things. It needs to be primarily skill-based. It needs to have a lot of player expression.
Teleportation terminals.
Like there's gotta be a lot of different ways to express yourself in the gameplay mechanics. It's gotta have a really high skill ceiling.
Frigate Grafton is on station.
It's gotta have a very active community,
First, we need to power down its shield.
and it's gotta be like accessible, like easy to play and stuff. And the way that I mean like for example, Halo 5 is a cool speedrun, but it's only on console. So that makes recording it really hard, and that makes using live split hard, and that makes it so you have to play on a controller. Like all of those things make it less accessible. It's okay to not like the things you liked in the past? No. You must never change. Change is bad. Never grow. And I think it's pretty normal to have a progression of feeling about how you like something. Like, I liked speedrunning even when I was playing Resident Evil, but there were certain elements of it that I liked more than others. And when I isolated what those elements were, I could pick things to do that, you know, had more of that specific element that I liked.
Everybody inside. More hostiles on the roof.
Am I gonna speedrun Requiem? No. I'm never touching a Resident Evil game again. The only reason I'm even gonna play Requiem is because my girlfriend wants to. I have no interest in Resident Evil. These games are boring. I just don't like those kinds of games in general. Like, even with Resident Evil, I've only ever liked a couple of them. I like RE4, OG, RE3 Remake, and RE5. All the other ones I don't like. I think they're boring. But I don't like horror games. And I never have. But like, that's a good example, right? It's like, I like those Resident Evil games, and those are the Resident Evil games I was exposed to first. But then I tried other Resident Evil games and I didn't like them as much. But I didn't know why, because it's like, well, they're both Resident Evil, right? But then you just do some analysis and discover like, okay, well, what do RE3 Remake, RE4, and RE5 all have in common? And it's like, okay, well, they're more action-oriented games that have more complicated mechanics. Well, that's what I like about them. Like, what do I not like about games like RE2 Remake? It's like, well, I think that they're boring. I don't get scared by them, and I don't like the mechanics. Okay, so it's not that I like Resident Evil, it's that I like games that are mechanically interesting. Okay, well, most Resident Evil games aren't mechanically interesting to me, so therefore I don't like them. So I used to say that I like Resident Evil, but I guess I really don't, right? I just like games that are mechanically interesting. And some Resident Evil games happen to be mechanically interesting, but that doesn't mean that Resident Evil games per se are mechanically interesting, right? Like a good example is I like Devil May Cry games mostly, but I don't like Devil May Cry 5. It's not really accurate to say I like Devil May Cry, because I don't like Devil May Cry 5.
Anchor 9 to UNSC ships. Impulse drive signatures detected. Fighter class. Heads up, Sabers.
But people will see that I like the other Devil May Cry games and then assume that I like Devil May Cry.
Use your guns to take down their shields. Then hit them with your missiles.
Or assume that I'll like Devil May Cry 5, even though I don't.
Defensive batteries at 79%. Buy us another minute, Saber teams.
But it's kind of a silly assumption, especially with Capcom games, because they tend to be so different from each other.
Be advised we show a large attack force inbound. Combat air patrol and Saber teams are directed to engage and defend the station.
Is there any place the Covenant isn't?
Yeah, I played RE4 VR. It's fun. I liked it a lot, actually. I just get kind of seasick when I play VR for too long. And you can't read chat while playing on an Oculus, which is tragic, so. Or a Quest. A Meta Quest 2 or whatever it was. Which made it not fun to stream.
Anchor 9 to Saber teams. Phantom signatures detected on a forward-facing vector.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, like, I don't like Devil May Cry 5 because I hate playing as V. And the game is way too easy, and I don't like the aesthetic. Like, I don't like the realistic aesthetic, I hate playing as V, and I think the game is way too easy. I really hate the floaty physics, too. I don't feel like it has. It feels like a power fantasy. It feels way closer to something like God of War than like Devil May Cry 1 or 3, or even 4. But it feels like I'm pretty adequately challenged.
Anchor 9er to UNSC ships. All targets neutralized. Bravo 029er, you are clear to dock. Activating marker.
Holland to Bravo 029er. Noble 5.
What about RE8 Voss specifically? I just don't like RE8. The game is just really boring mechanically. It's generic first-person shooter, but with like really, really slow movement and just like not that fun gunplay.
Position. Saber team, sound off.
Echo 1, all systems nominal.
Echo 2, good to go.
Echo 3, systems green.
Echo 4, all systems online.
Solid copy. We are currently jamming the Corvette's comms.
Biggest problem with Village is that the pacing is just really bad.
Saber teams.
It spends so much of the game walking, you know? If you were doing more of that as actual combat, it would be more fun.
Heads up, Sabers. Multiple impulse drops.
But it's supposed to be a horror game, right? So that makes sense.
Incoming. Echo 2 to Savannah Actual. Where are the reinforcements coming
I want to clarify that just because I don't enjoy playing the game does not mean that I think it's bad.
Coming back from patrol, Echo 2.
Like, here's a good example. I don't like RE1 Remake, but I know that it's a damn near perfect game. Like, if you like horror games, that is cinema. It's like peak. But I don't like horror games, so I just don't like it. But I can't like point to things in the game and be like, this is poorly made. I don't feel that way. I just don't have fun. It's just not my thing.
Analyze all available data on that Corvette. Find a way inside.
Scans indicate a structural weakness surrounding a platform on top of the vessel.
Noble 6. Set down immediately on that Corvette.
This is much better than last run. This is way more on pace for what I'm expecting here.
Noble 6. The Savannah's countermeasures won't work forever. Find a way inside and permanently disable that cruiser's communications. As soon as we're sure the Corvette can't squawk, we'll initiate uppercut phase 2. Holland to Savannah. Enemy comm relay is now offline.
Copy that. Halting countermeasures, diverting all power and personnel to weapons.
All right, Noble. Let's get that slip space bomb on board. 6. Head for the hangar.
That was a really good suicide grunt.
Noble 5. Meet him there.
Affirmative. On approach.
Very convenient for me.
Go for those shield controls. I need in.
Noble 6, get that Corvette moving toward the
Did I speedrun the Elder Scrolls series? No.
bridge. Find the nav.
It seemed cool though. I don't think it'd really be my type of speedrun. It's a little bit too broken. I like games that have a good pacing with their speedrun. Like, you're doing intended gameplay that has like a high skill ceiling is very fun, and then you're doing like technical speedrun tricks, but not like technical speedrun tricks the whole time. I like when it goes back and forth. It's like, okay, for this level you're doing really technical speedrun tricks, and then for this level you're doing combat. You know, you're doing movement, and like back and forth. That's my favorite, when it's got a nice pace for both of them. That's why I like Halo runs a lot, because they almost all have a good pacing like that.
Move, Lieutenant. Put that Corvette on a refueling track to the supercarrier. Well done, Noble 6. Uppercut initiated.
Where it's like you're doing a lot of combat and movement, and then you're doing like big skips and tricks as well. You go back and forth between them. CE, for example, is like too much technical skips and tricks for me. The pacing's a little off. Halo 2 is a really good balance. No. Oh, that revert's so bad.
Lieutenant, put that Corvette on a refueling track to the supercarrier.
Tragic. Imagine dying on it easy. Oh, I didn't press the button yet. That is such a bad revert.
Put that Corvette on a refueling track to the supercarrier. Well done, Noble 6.
Oof. What a revert.
Corvette is underway.
This run's dead.
6. Right out of here is taking heavy fire.
Boo, fucko. Favorite series of speedrun? Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead's my favorite speedrun.
Convenience, Noble 6. Targets in sight.
Left 4 Dead 2 specifically. Much better speedrun than Left 4 Dead 1.
You to come. Hostiles are pounding the hell out of a pelican.
Damn. Still a lot better than last time, but that revert was rough. If I didn't have that terrible revert, this would have been really good. I'd still be on pace probably to PB. No, Chris? In Left 4 Dead speedruns, you play a category called any difficulty. So you switch back and forth difficulties whenever you want.
This is Kilo Dispatch. All available.
The game is plenty hard without playing on expert. It definitely does not need to be harder. That shit is impossible.
Let's move these civilians before it changes.
It's FSW. Howdy. Ever play Infinite? Yeah, I had world record in Infinite before. I ran it at EQ.
Romeo Company, be advised, we have reports of Covenant suicide squads.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's a negative. Keep your eyes open, troopers.
Kilo 2-6, Kilo 40, Covenant Corvettes raining hell on us. Line up protected fire 1. Danger close, my command, over.
Copy, Kilo 40. Firing FPF-1 at your command.
Stop, Studio Lover Boy. Welcome to the superior platform.
Somebody help us! They're coming! They're after us! Come on, let's go! What are those things?
You know, I shouldn't have grabbed the Needler.
Who cares? Spartan, assist!
Copy, Evac 7. Move to assist the evac. Over.
They kill him? They did.
We're evacuating a group of civilians on the floor below you. As soon as they reach the cargo port, I'll send the elevator back up.
Okay, everyone find some cover. Stay sharp. We need to
Gonna
hold
be
this.
late.
Stop ships.
That's actually fine.
Watch your flanks.
Need the time save anyways. That's not good. I need one more kill. That's so tragic.
Damn, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Marine.
You're on our side. Let's hop that elevator and get to the tower.
Bad, bad, bad.
Trying to get to the tower, you're too late, Lieutenant. Corvette over the starport pounded the hell out of the place. Cargo port's impassable.
Why shouldn't I have grabbed the needler? Because it makes the fucking brute dodge sometimes, and it could be really, really lame. You like dodge there, and it fucked everything up. Lost like 20 seconds because of that. Plasma pistol would have been better. If you get a lot of ammo and you get lucky, it's faster to use a needler there than a plasma pistol, but I don't need that little time save. I should just always go for plasma pistol. No commie slide either. Who would have guessed? The levels that I've practiced the least, I have the worst times on. At least the practice is paying off on the other levels that I actually practice. It's like I need some Exodus and LOS practice. There's streamers that only speedrun games. That's, you're looking at them. I don't really like video games, to be honest. Not the same way that most people do.
Head up to the roof level, Spartan. There's the pad. Descend to that tower. Other side, other side. Entrance is on the other side. Spartan, over here. Clear that pad, Spartan.
Of course I interrupted that.
Yankee Niner to Echo Dispatch. Landing pad is clear. Send in the evac first.
Copy, Yankee Niner. Birds away.
Yeah, to me, video games are like, I feel them as a game, right? Like chess, right? When you play chess, the goal of chess is to win with the set of mechanics that you're presented with and to like compete. Obviously, it's a two-player game, but like the goal of chess is not to experience chess. The goal of chess is to get better at interacting with the mechanics, right? So like, I view all games like that. That is why I play games, to get better at mastering the interactions of the mechanics. So like, I don't really get an experiential experience out of playing games because I don't want to and I don't care to. Like, I don't really get like a big narrative, impactful, cultural experience when I play a game. Like, I'm just there for my own personal interactions between me and the mechanics. Why does my Falcon keep doing this? So like, when you watch a movie, right, you're experiencing what the movie wants you to experience. You're like looking at things through the perspective of the characters and like the narrative that the movie is trying to get you to experience, because there's no actual personal interaction. That's great. I can do that, right? Like, I love movies. I have fun doing that. But when it comes to playing a video game, I don't care about that because I find video games aren't very good at doing anything particularly compelling in that area. So I don't really care about the experience. I just want to like engage with the sport aspect of the video game. The experience of chess is getting better at chess. Yeah, and I would agree. I would say that that's also true for like any game that has any sort of mechanical depth to it. Like, the part of it that makes it a video game and that makes it engaging as a game is that like you have to interact with the mechanics and then you get better at interacting with the mechanics, and that's what makes it fun. And like, I only play games for that sort of experience. I don't care about getting like a narrative out of it. I don't care about there being like some sort of cultural experience. I just want to engage with the mechanics.
I can't watch this.
Fox Actual
rescue birds? Negative.
Yeah, and that sort of mindset is like totally normal and accepted when it comes to things that are PvP or competitive. Like when it comes to, like if you're playing Counter-Strike, like that's the whole point. The experience of Counter-Strike is to try to get better at the mechanics so that you can then compete against other people and win, hopefully. And no one bats an eye when you're like, yeah, that's why I play Counter-Strike, is to try to get better, because that's like the whole experience. But like, I play all games like that, including single-player games, because I don't think that that experience inherently needs to be competitive to be a thing, right? Like, even if you're not trying to compete against other people, like you're trying to get better at interacting with the game over time. Like if you go play a game and you play it on the easiest difficulty for your first playthrough, but then you play through it subsequent times and crank up the difficulty, you're essentially like just getting better at the game for the sake of getting better at the game, because that in and of itself is fun, right? And the game will have like built-in ways for you to get better at it by giving you more and more advanced challenges. But like, because most games have a sort of sandbox element to them, you can always get better at them. You just need to apply some sort of structure, right? Which is where challenges and speedruns come in. So like, even before I knew what speedrunning was, I already played games in a way where like I was just trying to get better at them. And it doesn't have to be competitive for me to be inclined to do that. Because like, one of my favorite things in life is skateboarding. And skateboarding is not competitive. You don't compete against other people in skateboarding generally. You mostly just do it and try to get better at it, because getting better at it is fun. Like learning a new trick is just fun. You don't need there to be like an external incentive besides the fact that like it would be cool if you learned this new trick. I feel very similarly about video games, right? It's like, do I need to learn how to hijack this Banshee at the beginning of this level to beat the game? No, but like it's fun. I like learning how to do things and get better at them. Just because the experience of doing it is fun. So like I was doing stuff like that even before I properly even knew what speedrunning was. But to me, I feel like that's the unique appeal of video games, is that you can do that. Like you can't do that with a book, right? That's not to say that books are worse. They have their own appeal, right? But that is something that you can only do with a video game. And I feel like video games are not very good at doing the other appeals. Like the best possible video game story, like the best possible narrative I've ever experienced in a video game is Silent Hill 2. And like, it's not nearly as good as an intellectual think piece as some movies or books I've read.
Nice work. Soon as you can, I need you back in your Falcon.
Like American Psycho makes me think way more than Silent Hill 2 does. And I don't have to play American Psycho to experience that. Got shades. Is there a walkthrough for that skip? No. I mean, maybe, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You just hijack the Banshee, blow off the wings, and then get out. You have to not be in the... So you have to be in the Banshee when the jetpacks disappear. Otherwise, you'll get teleported to the start. Or otherwise, you won't get teleported to the start. And then you get back in. And then on the dialogue, at a certain point, you get back out. If you don't get back out, you won't get teleported. And if you don't get in, then you won't be teleported. But other than that, it's really just like what you see is what you get. You just copy it. How to teleport? The game just do that.
What's your status, 1-9er?
If you're not outside when a side objective starts, then you just teleport to outside. That's just how it works.
You still with me, 1-9er? 7 Delta 1-9er, do you copy? 6, help those troopers if you can, but get that jammer offline either way. Approaching the objective, 6. Watch for hostile fire.
I think I'm too late to get the, yeah. You do original Silent Hill games too? I don't know what you're asking.
You're close to the jammer. Destroy it.
No. Those games are really, really boring mechanically.
It's a trap. Get the hell out of there.
Even worse than Resident Evil. Straight up walking sims.
Thermal looks clear for now, Six. Return to your Falcon and stand by for instructions.
Yeah, it's like a comparison thing, right? It's like going to the gym and lifting weights is just like fulfilling. It just feels good. Like you don't have to be competing with somebody else. You just like progress over time, right? Like the more you go to the gym, the better you get at picking up heavier weights, the stronger you get, right? And like that is just fulfilling in and of itself. You don't like have to be competing with other people or doing anything. It's just like going to the gym feels good. And like the whole point of going to the gym is to improve. Just that improvement itself feels good. God, this objective sucks.
Copy 4-0. Noble 6, you're not far from Main's Traeger. See what you can do for those troopers. Nothing you could do, 6.
Oh, my Falcon fell off the map. That's... Well. Silk selling merch launches tomorrow. Pog. Huge. It's kind of surprising to me that I have to like explain the appeal of self-improvement. I don't know. What's up, John? How you doing, dude? This is the NA of all time. Yeah, Fangamer, that would be sick. I hope so too. You can like dress up your scout. You got a scout, but like it's kind of lame that it's the default one.
One Alpha 3 to command. Cubby's got us pinned down on a rooftop. We need help pronto. Uploading waypoint now. Over.
Copy.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Noble 6, proceed to waypoint and give those troopers a hand. You didn't make it, Lieutenant. Stand by.
Just different mindsets. Yeah, but I feel like the mindset of like improvement feeling good and like doing things for like just pure self gratification, like wanting to improve just for your own sake without there needing to be some sort of structure around it, is an inherently human property.
This is the last jammer, 6. We're almost there.
Fall back, Fort Delta! Fall back! Defensive positions!
Maybe I'm like way too optimistic, but I'm pretty sure we're just hardwired to want to do better always.
Stay down. We just gotta hold out a little longer.
Well, yeah, but like the reason, the appeal of games as a concept is that they trigger the self-improvement reward structure.
Head back to your Falcon.
Like that's just what games are.
Noble 2 to Noble Leader. All jammers are down.
Solid copy, Noble 2. New orders. All personnel are to be evacuated from ONI HQ. They confirm.
Confirm only tower evacuated.
Noble 2, sit rep.
Copies are hitting the HQ in force. They must.
Well, like even if you play the game on easy, like you progress throughout the game, even on your singular playthrough, and get better at things as you go along, and that's what makes it fun. If you were like exactly the same level of competency at everything in the game, like at the end of the playthrough as you were at the start, it would not be a very fulfilling experience. That's why games usually scale in difficulty naturally as you play them. Like the final boss is harder than the first enemy. Because it gives you a feeling of progression. If every enemy was the exact same amount of difficulty and you like progress through them linearly, that wouldn't be a very entertaining game. Like the reason why it's entertaining is because you are progressing across the game.
Whiskey 3-6, proceed with evac.
I copy, Command. Thanks.
Noble 6, you are one steely-eyed Spartan. I'm extending the landing pad now. Come home, Lieutenant.
That was a really bad NA.
Covenant owned this sector.
See if I can gold package again, that'd be sick.
Not a small group infiltration. Eliminate all hostile ground-to-air defenses so the rest of Noble can land at sword base for the torch and burn. Keep a low profile. We take them by surprise. This will be a hell of a lot easier.
The reason why the conch sometimes jam up trying to comp junk, or is that just me?
Scorpion that's still operational. 6. Take a look.
Like you're pressing the shoot button and it won't shoot? You might be trying to press shoot too soon after the previous shot. That's the only thing I can think of.
Work, Noble 6. Take out those guns.
Yes, up Church Gower. Indeed. But yeah, I think a lot of people just like don't know that kind of stuff, but like there's a lot of evolutionary psychology behind like games. For example, animals play. Like the play circuit is something that is very, very primal. Like rats play. Rats play with each other. And like the reason that rats play with each other is because it allows them to adopt an imaginative mindset, which allows them to abstract, right? Like the rat is able to prepare for other real life experiences by abstracting them. It just makes you more competent, right? Like the rats play fight with each other, but that play fighting prepares them for real fighting. Like humans do something very similar. Like you play pretend. Playing pretend is essentially just role playing. It allows you to adopt different perspectives and roles without having to actually adopt them in real life, which gives you a lot more perspective in how you conduct yourself, which is why humans are inherently inclined to play. Like that's why playing is fun. But like that is where games come from, is like you have an innate drive to be better, and playing is a safe environment way to like push yourself to be better. So like that perspective of like using games for self-improvement is really like that is the fundamental reality of like why games exist. Your brain has reward systems that make it not feel like work, but like fundamentally it is for self-improvement. And that's even the case if you're just trying to do it experientially. Like those new experiences gain you perspective, right? And it's able to do that because the experiences are pretty universal. Progress feels like progress no matter what the progress is in. Like whether it's, I don't know, like getting better at hunting down mammoths, or it's like getting better at shooting enemies in an FPS. Like fundamentally the skill development process is exactly the same. So to your brain, it doesn't really matter what you're doing as long as you're getting better at it. That makes you feel good. Like quite literally the dopamine system in your brain, the way it produces dopamine for you is it does it in response to progress towards a goal. Like If you are making progress towards any goal that you're stated in your brain, then you will feel good.
When the turrets take too much damage, they'll shut down to recharge.
That's just like fundamentally how it works. And that's what games are. Games are a structure of progress. Like a structure for you to then gain progress towards while playing. That's why they feel fun to play. I got so fucking robbed here.
Spartans, you cannot allow the Covenant to break through the door to my lab.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, fundamentally, even if you're not engaging with that process consciously, that is the point. Like, that is what your brain is doing.
There are 4 defense turrets to assist you in defending the lab. Get them online, and quick. When the turrets take too much damage, they'll shut down to recharge.
Like, you might not consciously think of it that way, but, like, fundamentally, that is the process happening inside your brain. Like, that's the appeal from, like, a neurochemical perspective. It's going good. I have practiced a shit ton, except for on LNOS and Exodus. So LNOS and Exodus are bad. But I golded package by like 30 seconds. That was cool. Rats play Monopoly like lobsters. Exactly. But it's true. Like, oh, that one missed. That sucks. But the thing is about that process is like that's a process that you're engaging with whether you think you are or not. Like the subconscious systems that are like causing you to produce dopamine and enjoy the thing are those systems. So it's fundamentally not avoidable. I just like know that and know that that's the process of it that I actually enjoy personally, which is obviously a personal thing. So I choose to lean into it basically. Because I feel like leaning into it allows me to enjoy it more consciously. I can like conduct my life in a way that min-maxes that. What's up, Chris? Hey, dude. No, Jesse. Oh, you almost lost it. Okay, you didn't lose it. That's good. Like, personally, I enjoy it even more if I'm actively conscious and thinking about those facts. Like, that makes it more enjoyable for me. For other people, it might not. This is a bad package, but I don't remember why. It's like really bad, but I personally believe, oh, don't splatter. Oh my God. I personally believe that, being hyper conscious of like the way that your brain's reward system works enables you to min-max your life in a way that makes it more enjoyable, personally. So like, I know that my brain gives me dopamine when I'm making progress, or when I have perceived progress towards a goal. So I set up goals all across my life all the time, and then like allow myself to be rewarded whenever I make progress towards them. And that makes you happy. It's also very productive. Like, goal setting and rewarding yourself for completing those goals entices you to complete more goals, which makes your life better, right? There's a reason why people love achievements so much, right? It's because it gives them a desired goal. Like, the game gives them structure. It's like, here's a goal, and then they get rewarded. Like, they reward themselves with dopamine whenever they complete the goal. That reward structure is actually there so that like when you are met with discomfort of trying to progress towards a goal, you still do it. Because like often achieving your goal requires you to go through a lot of discomfort. Like if I want to get this world record, for example, I had to practice that level I just played for like, I shit you not, I probably practiced that 3-minute section for like 20 hours in this last week. But like, that's just what you got to do if you want to get world record in this game. And so like, when I got a better time on that level, I felt good, you know? But that's a lot of discomfort. Like a lot of people wouldn't want to do that because they'd be like, oh, it's not worth it. But, you know, that discomfort is something that your body is trying to get you to overcome by rewarding you for making progress.
Spartans, over here! This is Captain Keyes of the Pillar of Honor. We are tracking
I got bad Bob. Tragic.
Proceed to dry dock, platform D. I'll be on.
I can't do conch strats.
Better be, soldier, because my countdown is no abort.
Ah, Sierra! You made it! So far. We got this facility covered from all angles. Give you covering fire, take the flank. There has to be a way around. Yeah, we're fine. You just keep them busy.
What do you mean? Get off the box. God damn it. What a perfect landing. Am I doing a special stream for Thanksgiving? No, I'm not gonna stream on Thanksgiving. Be hanging out with my girlfriend. How you doing, Cold Smoke?
Keys to Noble Team. We're running out of time here, Spartans.
Unless the kind of play that you're engaging in doesn't require a trained skill. If it requires no skill or strategy, it's totally luck or reward based. The enjoyment might be triggering reward centers the same way that gambling does. Yeah, well, because that's literally not a game, right? Like, if there isn't something to improve at... Oh yeah, that's right. If there isn't something to improve at and get better at over time, then it's not a game. Right? That's just an experience. Which is why I don't really consider stuff like visual novels games. Like, there's nothing wrong with visual novels. Visual novels are cool, but like... There's nothing to get better at. You're just reading. But that means that like fundamentally it's not a game. In the words of DMX, this is not a game. I wanted that hammer. Tragic. And like, whether something is or isn't a game is not a value judgment. I want to make that clear. Like, just because something is not a game does not mean it's like lesser than, by any means.
On my way.
6. Time for you to leave. Get the package to the pad. And get your ass over.
It's just a different thing. Like, movies aren't games, but I love movies. Movies are sick.
This is Keys on hot approach to platform Delta. Noble 6, get on that mask.
Hammer falling off the map is so tragic, actually. Means I can't even do the skip here. Well, yeah, so like, I mean, if you're triggering your dopamine systems without having to like trigger progression, right? If it's not about progression towards a desired goal, then you're like, in my opinion, hacking the system in a way. Like drinking alcohol for a lot of people gives them dopamine, right? It triggers your reward system, just like making progress towards a goal would. But like, obviously drinking alcohol is not the same thing as becoming better at a skill, right? So that's why I like fundamentally don't like those things, like doing drugs or taking substances, because I feel like it's triggering the same systems, but without having to actually earn it, which does really bad things to your brain chemistry. It like detaches the feeling of like, positive emotion from the required exertion of like getting better at things, which I feel like would make me at least like want to exert that energy less, right? Because if I get the same feeling without having to exert the energy, then why would I exert the energy? It's just like extra effort. It's not to say that people that like drink or smoke or something don't exert energy to get better at things, but nice. Did you just skip the cutscenes? Yeah, that's a speedrun after all. Yeah, the NA was rough. I still save time on package though. Oh, wait, this is average. I don't even know what happened on package. Well, let's go again. What's the goal for the speedrun? I'm trying to get under an hour. The world record is a 59:02. After I get someone an hour, I'm gonna see if I want to go for a world record. But I'm thinking that's gonna be the goal. Cute smiley face, thank you.